Hi friends, welcome to my classroom. Today I will be teaching you all about how to grow your Instagram account from zero, aka zero. This is a step-by-step guide, so make sure you pay attention and take notes, alrighty? Yes, let's get into it. Woo! This tutorial is going to be super helpful for podcast hosts, coaches, and anyone who wants to build a solid audience that they can eventually sell their product or their service to. So if that's you, then keep on watching. Step one is extremely important. It starts with a P and ends with a D. It's personal brand. Woo! If you haven't seen my interview with Brennan, the personal brand extraordinaire, then click this link right here and check it out. You're gonna wanna watch that video first before you watch this one, because personal brand, I'm telling you guys, is the foundation to a winning social media strategy. It's what makes people go from liking you to being in love with you. In like to in love. In love. So check that out. Once you have a solid personal brand, you know your colors, you know your language, you know your mission outside of making money, all those things, then the second thing you're gonna wanna do is identify your audience. What is an audience, you may be asking? Well, it's a fancy word for people who follow you. Just like you are the audience and you're watching a movie, yes, you want to have an audience, aka your followers, but not just any random audience. You want your audience to be specifically tailored to fit whatever product or service you are selling. If you don't know who your audience is, I highly recommend downloading my digital strategy workbook, linked right here and linked in the description box down below. Basically, it outlines step by step how to develop your audience and develop a winning social media strategy. But big picture, we're talking, who do you want to reach? What part of the country do they live in? Are they male or female? What's their education level, their income level? What is their age? All of these types of questions, okay? You want to learn all their demographics. And if you don't have any audience members yet to go off of, then you're going to want to come up with ideally who you would like to be your audience. And the cool thing is, once you create that audience profile, then you're able to actually target them. Before we get there, we're still talking about audience, okay? So you have all your demographics, and then the most important thing about audience, in my opinion, and also the funnest thing, is just to figure out their psychographics. So this is like what keeps them up at night, what inspires them, what are their passions, what do they love, what is their religion, what are their spiritual beliefs, all of those types of things. And part of psychographics is their pain points. Pain points, I can talk about this all forever. It's so important, and the more you're able to find out their pain points and really lean into them and push on them and serve their pain points and solve their problems and pain points, the bigger audience you're going to attract and the more committed of an audience you're going to attract. Let's pretend that you're a fitness coach, okay? Think of your audience. Is your audience, say your audience are mainly women and they're interested in getting ready for summertime, right? So if you think of this audience, what are some of their pain points? I can just imagine off the top of my head and just from experience, when you're trying to get ready for hot girl summer, you may be feeling like, I don't have time to work out. Another one may be like, I don't even know what types of workouts to do to hit my body goals. I don't know what type of diet to have to hit my body goals. I'm just confused and I have no motivation. I need someone to be like my coach and push me to keep doing it. So these are all pain points, right? And so by knowing your audience's pain points, then you're able to create content to help solve their problems. I'm telling you, this audience research goes super, super deep. We spent weeks on it at USC in the business school, actually learning about audience. And so if you actually want to go deeper into it, I am offering a group coaching academy called the Attract Your Tribe Academy. and you're welcome to join the wait list right now. But basically we will go through this step by step together for several weeks, and by the end of it you will be able to have a winning social media strategy that you're able to launch. You'll know how to look at your data and how to keep getting better and better even after the program is over. So if you're interested in that, click the link in my bio to check it out. So the next thing for Instagram is probably one of the most important things, I think. Once you have that foundational stuff of your personal brand and your audience and all of those things down, then now it's actually the big bulk of it. This is like the majority of the work. And the third thing is creating content. So for Instagram specifically, you have several types of content. You have Instagram stories, Instagram live, broadcast channels, posts, carousels, and you have reels. So that's like 6 different pieces of content that you're able to create in order to really reach your audience and also serve them. So based on your time and your resources, you're gonna wanna decide which of the 6 are going to best meet your goals. Me personally, I think for the majority of people trying to grow on Instagram, currently, at the time of filming this video, the 2 most important types of content are reels, that's like short form video, and the second one are posts, primarily photos. Recently, Instagram put out a statement, or Meta put a statement out saying that because they initially started as a photo sharing business, now what they're trying to do is get back to that. So not, push reels and short form videos so much, but now really help creators out who are deciding to post actual photos. So when I say photos, I don't really mean graphics of like flyers and stuff, but photos of like you and your friends, like things with human faces, because they're really trying to encourage that type of community within their users. So you're gonna wanna sit down and create a list of content ideas within specific pillars within your brand. So once you do all the brand prerequisite work, then you'll know like, okay, I have these 3 pillars. Let's pretend that it's like a health pillar, faith pillar, and then we have a personal finance pillar, right? So it's like, okay, what are some content ideas that I can make within each of these pillars? So let's start with the health pillar. What's the first step in coming up with content ideas? So there's so many different things you can do, but as for what I do for my clients at Canon Digital is I look at their competitors. That's the first thing. You wanna have a really good understanding of the marketplace. Like, what are other people doing? For you, for example, depending on what your niche is, look at other creators within your niche. And you wanna see what types of videos and photos are doing well, and then which ones aren't. And think, okay, how can I put my own twist on this? And the cool thing is, if you have your personal brand set, then even if you copy the exact type of video, like if you do a day in my life because you saw a day in my life on a fitness trainer's page and you're a fitness trainer, because you have your personal brand set up, that's gonna make that video super unique to you. So even if you copy the same type of idea or you're influenced by the idea, the content itself is going to be different and it's going to reach a different audience. The first way to find content ideas is to look at competitors and see what's worked really well for them. And you can put this on your list, write it down. The next way is to look at your competitors and look at the comment section and look at all the questions that people are asking. This shows a gap in the marketplace. So if people are asking like, okay, thanks for showing us all these workouts, but I'm a busy mom and I don't have time to go to the gym for 3 hours a day. Do you have any workouts I can do from home? So you see, that's a pain point right there that you can then address. So you can say, okay, my competitor, they're not showing people how to do workouts from home. So that could be my competitive advantage and my edge. So you're gonna wanna write down how to do home workouts, right? And that can be another type of content that you create. So those are a couple ideas on how to come up with good content ideas, especially things that are going to trend. Because if it's working well for somebody else, and it's a fairly recent new piece of content, then chances are that it's something that's trending, and so then you're going to be able to capitalize and take advantage of that trend and really ride the wave. And when it comes to my clients specifically, we always try to make content that is engaging, educational, and interesting. So either educating people, that's like giving pieces of advice, giving actionable steps, giving tutorials, or you are entertaining them. So that's like doing something funny or hopping on a funny trend with some funny music. and all of those types of things. So keep that in mind. You always want to provide value with your content. If it's not funny and interesting, then it better be full of helpful information that can help make somebody's life even better. The final thing is consistency. So if you go through my program or you're a client of mine or you're doing the group coaching, I stress this so much, but you want to be very consistent with the content that you're putting out, especially for Instagram. The thing with Instagram is that you'll post a video and within 24 hours or 48 hours, it's irrelevant. And in a week, it's almost like it's irrelevant too, because the thing is, it gets buried beneath all the types of content that are being made. It's very different than a profile like a YouTube profile where you can post a video and like 5 years later it's still getting views. Well, Instagram is very different. The lifespan of the content is a lot shorter than other platforms. So you want to consistently be putting out content. Now this varies, really it varies based on your bandwidth of how much you can actually do. Because when it comes to growth on Instagram, you want to play, it's like a longevity game. It's not like TikTok where it's like I can post 5 TikToks, 3 of them pop off, and now I'm getting brand deals because I have so many followers. Instagram's different. It takes a little bit longer to grow. So I say bandwidth because people who tend to post all the time on every single platform, all over Instagram, stories, reels, all that, they tend to have, honestly, a lot of money and a really big team. So for example, one of my largest clients, we post for him 4 times a day, Monday through Friday. So that's a lot of posts and a lot of time that goes into it. But that's because he has a team who's actually working on his behalf, which is really, really cool that he's able to amplify what he's doing by hiring someone like me, a digital marketing agency. But if you are someone who's starting your account from zero and you aren't making money from social media right now, so you can't hire a digital marketing agency or a social media manager to help you out, then figure out how much you actually can do. So instead of being like, I'm gonna post 4 times a day, Monday through Friday, maybe say, okay, starting out, I'm gonna post 5 times a week, or I'm gonna post 3 times a week. I'm gonna do 2 carousels and 1 reel, okay? But the more that you post, the faster you're going to grow. Keep that in mind. So post as much as you can without actually getting close to burnout. You want to still enjoy what you're doing and enjoy spreading your message. Because when you're consistent with posting, then you're going to get some really good data back, which could be a whole other video. But when you post a lot, you're able to check out your analytics and see what videos did well and see what videos didn't do well. And when you basically see what did well, then you're able to take that information and make more videos just like that. So those 4 steps are very high level ways to grow on Instagram starting from zero. And trust me, I know, because we've actually had clients come to us wanting to start brand new accounts and we help them grow from 0 to a couple thousand and bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on. So these are the techniques and tools that we really use to help gain that momentum. And the cool thing is that if you start seeing momentum, then you're able to start actually monetizing your Instagram account and making money off of it. So you can do that through a product or your service or even some type of brand deals, depending on who your audience is and how large they are. All right, so if you need more help, then I highly recommend checking out the rest of my videos, and then also clicking the button in the description box down below to join the waitlist for my group coaching program. Again, we're going to be helping you grow from 0 followers or wherever you're at right now, really helping you develop a really strong strategy to help you grow on social media and really attract the audience that you want, the audience that's meant for you. And I have the science, I have the blueprint, I have the game plan. So if you're interested in that, then go ahead and join the waitlist and I'll be reaching out to you shortly. Alrighty guys, that's the video for today. If you have any questions, comment them down below, and especially video requests, because that's one thing that I want to continue getting better at. I want to meet your needs and serve you guys better. So any questions, video requests, comment them down below and I will make sure to get back to them. Alrighty, have a great day. Bye.